Here we are on the last Monday into the general election on Thursday, in good spirits, campaigning with a smile on our face, a spring in our step, the only positive team left on the pitch, I think.
In the chaotic 2016 Brexit debates, Keir Starmer emerged as a calm forensic voice. With just a year in Westminster, but a distinguished career as a barrister and chief public prosecutor, he quickly became a leader to watch. Fast forward 8 years, Starmer, now 61, has shifted Labour from far left to centrist, positioning it for a historic victory.
Keir Starmer has led an incredibly interesting life. He was very much a lawyer rather than a politician, never really involved in student politics, ended up in the chief prosecutor in England.
Starmer is promising to rebuild the public health system, a clean energy transformation, and he's sent a chill through the middle classes, with a plan to put the broad-based VAT tax on private schools.
I used to run the Crown Prosecution Service. I was Director of Public Prosecutions. Director of Public Prosecutions. I've taken down terrorist gangs in my past.
Despite a low-key campaign, Labour is poised to win big, fueled by public exhaustion with Conservative infighting and failures.
Firstly, it puts some emphasis on the need for McDonald's to... That was bound to happen at some stage, wasn't it? Hello?
Alternatives like the SNP, Greens, Reform UK, and Liberal Democrats fall short. The Conservatives' notable failures include the NHS crisis, housing shortages, and Brexit chaos.
No case for rejoining the EU, no case for the customs union or the single market. Laws made in this country according to the public interest. But that does not mean that a Labour government would lower standards on food or lower the rights that people have at work.
Starmer offers a chance to tackle the nation's biggest problem, lack of economic growth. A key concern is whether Starmer and a re-elected Trump would support the AUKUS defence pact.
The question for the Keir Starmer Labor government is it really committed to AUKUS? Keir Starmer is a lot like Anthony Albanese. He will be at the top of a party which is way, way, way to the left of him and way, way, way to the left of the electorate. Will the British Labour Party maintain support for AUKUS? Will it maintain support for the British nuclear deterrent, much less helping Australia build nuclear-powered submarines?
Commentators believe Trump would, given Australia's $6.81 billion investment in the US submarine industry. Labour strongly supports AUKUS, with a $5 billion Australian investment in British submarine production, highlighting the job creation potential.
Keir Starmer, like Anthony Albanese in Australia, will have enormous difficulties with the Trump administration. In the previous Trump administration, we had Conservative Prime Ministers, Malcolm Turnbull and Scott Morrison. And with Shinzo Abe and Benjamin Netanyahu, they were very, very good Trump whisperers. We got great results out of the Trump administration. Bilaterally, he was fine for us. He caused a lot of chaos elsewhere, but he did everything for us that we wanted him to do, and they were very dedicated Trump whisperers. Now, I just think it's much harder for a Labor leader with a party which will viscerally hate Trump to engage in the kind of, Shinzo Abe would manage to 5-putt from 3 feet out to make sure Trump won the golf round. It's just much harder for Labor leaders to do that, and Trump is going to be a big challenge for Keir Starmer if he should win, just as he will be a very big challenge for Anthony Albanese. And the anti-American elements of the British Labour Party and the Australian Labor Party will be very hard for moderate prime ministers to control, I should think.